Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? So there's just no good way to say this. The Saints are as decimated as they have been throughout this year with injuries. It's never been worse than it is today. On top of all of the injuries the Saints have already been battling throughout this season, today just got even worse. We learned today that the Saints are going to be without Alvin Kamara for this football game, and they're also going to be without their two starting offensive tackles. Both Teron Armstead and Ryan Ramczyk have officially been ruled out for the game on Sunday. So that means you were already down Andrus Peat, and now you're starting left guard, and now you're down your two starting left tackles, or your two starting tackles. So James Hurst will play left tackle, Calvin Throckmorton will play left guard, and maybe Jordan Mills at right tackle filling in for Ryan Ramczyk. We'll see. On top of that, Alvin Kamara is a no-go. So your best offensive player, your best player, is not on the field for the second consecutive week. You don't need me to spell it out. You know the issues with the receiving core and with the offense getting going. And with all of those issues, if you take the best player off the field, it only compounds the issues that you have. Ty Montgomery also is out because of the hand injury. He had that gruesome finger injury last week, so he's out for this game. Did not practice all week. And Taysom Hill, who did not practice Wednesday or Thursday, was limited on Friday, and he's officially listed as questionable with a foot injury. The style that Taysom Hill plays, if he is that limited physically by that foot, it's hard to imagine being effective, even if he does play. When you flip it over to the other side of the field, the Saints defense is already without Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. We knew that as he went to IR. And now two interior players, Malcolm Roach and Tano Passanio, they're both out. Roach with a knee injury, Passanio with an ankle injury. You don't need me to spell it out for you, but this is a Philadelphia Eagles team that, while they do have Devontae Smith, their first-round draft pick, the Heisman Trophy winner out of Alabama, they're a team that centers around running the football. That's what they are with Jalen Hurts at quarterback. We kind of talked about it when he was coming out, that he was probably going to be an NFL running back, and he's really just he's a running back playing quarterback who's become sort of proficient at throwing the football. But Miles Sanders, who went over 100 yards against the Saints a year ago, is on IR, so he's not available for this football game if there is one sort of saving grace there. When you look at this matchup, the story of the game is likely going to be the who wins the battle of good on good. And a year ago, that was Philly. Remember, the Saints had that long streak without allowing a 100-yard rusher. The Eagles broke it last year when both Sanders and Jalen Hurts went over 100 yards rushing. Since that game, the Saints have not allowed another 100-yard rusher. But the Eagles are third in the NFL in rushing offense. The Eagles rush it for 144 yards a game. That's the third best in the league. Meanwhile, the Saints' rush defense is the best in the NFL at 72.9, just 73 yards a game. So the third best rushing offense against the best rushing defense, that is the good-on-good matchup in this game because the Saints are so limited offensively. They already were limited offensively, and now when you take out your two starting tackles, Alvin Kamara is not going to be there. Taysom Hill's questionable. Your receiving core has been completely impotent all year. Mark Ingram's playing with a lot of passion and fire, but he's going to be running behind a makeshift offensive line and not in any way complemented by the passing game. This is easy. Philly's going to stack the box. They're going to stop Mark Ingram, and they're going to make Trevor Siemian beat him throwing the football, and I don't know if they can do that. The Eagles do allow 247 pass yards a game, and their scoring defense has been okay. The Saints are among the best in the league at 19 points a game. The Eagles allow 23 points a game, so about 4 points more per game than New Orleans. The Saints are going to have to stop the run and make Philly try to beat them throwing the football. Because I don't know if Jalen Hurts can. I like the Saints secondary. And I don't know if Jalen Hurts can beat you through the air. And if he can't, you keep this a low-scoring game. And if you keep this a low-scoring game, then you have the opportunity to do what you almost did a week ago in a low-scoring game, is find a way to make a play late and win the game. That's what it's going to take for this team. The weather is going to be a non-factor. Should be 57 degrees and sunny in Philadelphia tomorrow. So normally, when the Saints would play road games in late November with Drew Brees, we'd worried about the cold weather because as he progressed in his career and the arm strength went down, as finesse as the Saints offense was, and precise, I should say, as it was on precision passing, weather conditions could affect that. This won't be an issue. Weather should not be an issue in this game. Have the Saints solved Jalen Hurts running the football? A year ago, a guy went over 100 yards. I'm going to go ahead and bank on the Saints having improved. As a matter of fact, Malcolm Jenkins, when he met with the media on Thursday, was asked about Jalen Hurts' ability to run the football and if they feel prepared for it.
We've played against quarterbacks that can scramble. We watched the tape last year. It hurt us, the quarterback scramble, when we played them last year. So it's going to be a huge emphasis. Not going to be able to stop them from doing it. It's a big part of their game plan, but we got to be able to mitigate the big plays.
So, again, no Miles Sanders. That's another important part. That was one of the guys that went over 100 yards against New Orleans a year ago. So where does Philly's offense come from? I don't know. That's the saving grace, is that the Saints' defense is so good. They should keep this team in every game. The giant question is, where can the Saints generate any kind of offense? So I tend to look at, can you get a takeaway? Can you get a short field? Like, is there a possibility for a game-breaking play? And I don't see it. I don't see the game-breaker on the Saints team. I don't see that possibility. So you're going to have to win the turnover battle. If there's one spot where I think the Saints do have the edge, aside from run defense, and that's good on good like we talked about, it is turnover margin. The Saints are +5 on the season. The Eagles are +1. Both are positive in the turnover margin, but the Saints are +5. When you beat Tom Brady in the Bucs, you force Brady into 3 turnovers. It's easy to see how the Saints were able to win that game. They stole 3 possessions from the Bucs. One of them was a pick 6. So that's what it's going to take. I mean, I don't mean to sound super cliche guy, well, you got to protect the football and win the turnover battle, but that's literally it. When you're not good enough to generate big plays and sustained offense, and I don't think the Saints offense is, you're going to have to get advantageous things to bounce your way. And my God, if Brett Maher goes out to kick for the New Orleans Saints, make your damn kicks. Come on, brother. You're getting paid to do it. Go make kicks. If I were a betting man, there is no way at all I would play this game. I am a betting man, but I never bet Saints games because I don't trust myself. The Saints have not lost 3 in a row since 2016. That's how much of a model of consistency they have been in this era under Sean Payton. That was, of course, the last time they went 7-9. But nobody anticipated you actually winning in Tennessee. You were expected to win at home against the Falcons. You got to get that one back. The one you lost, you have to counterbalance that with one you're not expected to win. Maybe someone would say, well, that was Tampa. Maybe. But the Saints have flip-flopped these games at times already this year. We've gone through it. I mean, you blew out Green Bay, and then you got blown out by Carolina. Most thought that would be flipped. You won in New England, but you lost at home to the Giants. Most thought that would be flipped. You understand. Same thing with Tampa and Atlanta. I would love to pick New Orleans in this game. I just can't. It would be a total homer pick. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think you're talking about a teens football game, like a 21-17 type football game. I just hope that the Saints can steal a possession somewhere along the way and put themselves in position to make the play late to win it. One thing I would love to see is the roles reversed from what we've seen in the last 2 weeks. Think of what happened in the Tampa Bay game. When the Saints got the lead late, it put the pressure on Tampa. It changed their dynamic of how they called plays and how they managed the clock. It was the opposite the last 2 weeks. The Saints were trying to make the play late against the Falcons and against Tennessee. Well, now the pressure is on you, and it changes how a coach calls plays and how he manages timeouts and how he manages the clock and the clock is now another defender. So if the Saints can somehow find themselves into the lead late in the fourth quarter and make Jalen Hurts try to make a play to win the game, I like the Saints defense in that matchup. Can they get there is the big question. Until I see it, I can't pick it to happen. So I think the Eagles will win it in Philly and hand the Saints their third straight loss. I'm sure hoping I'm wrong. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.